morning, everyone. I hope I'm audible. I don't have a fancy presentation. Don't worry, no videos playing for you. Uh, One request and two caveats before I start on. The first request is there will be a bit of a Q&A. And I've arranged with these guys, whoever wins, E4M is going to give you hampers, not Channel Factory. Yeah? So let's just be clear on that. It's coming from E4M to you, right? Two caveats before I begin my presentation. Sorry, that reminds me, I need to get hold of this first. Two caveats before I begin my session today. One, the session is not a sales pitch. You are not going to hear anything about AI, nothing about campaign optimization, and far, far away from ROAS. So if you're sitting in the room expecting you'll hear all of this in my session, nothing is coming to you. Second caveat, I am not a psychologist. I am not a psychiatrist as well. Just like all you wonderful people sitting in the room, I belong to the media fraternity, just like all of you. But then, all the digital boom that we all are experiencing today, here in India and globally, there's obviously a dark side to it. And in my session, I believe there needs to be a voice to cover or uncover this dark side. So my session is going to talk about the harmful impact of social media on younger audiences. As a father to a 4-year-old, I'm concerned. And I'm genuinely concerned about this. Just a quick question here before I move on. Where do you think India ranks in terms of digital stress amongst youth globally? Where do you think we rank? Where do we think we rank? Anyone? Second or third? Oh, you're pretty close to it. Okay. Does this move? Yes, it does. Brilliant. Bingo. We'll get your name later. But yeah, please take note. You need to give her a prize after this. So India ranks second in terms of digital stress amongst youth. And why not? 50% of our population is under the age of 30 years. Enough and more research has been done by McKinsey, WHO, and it proves that over 3 hours exposure on the internet raises anxiety and depression. And imagine the number of hours on the internet that we are on, streaming, gaming, consuming social media, about 5+ hours. And that's a big question mark that we are going to be talking about today as we move along. Now, if all of this is happening, I'm sure it's creating some kind of adverse impact on the society and especially to the younger and the more vulnerable audiences. What are some of those? Let's just have a look at what are some of those. Sleep disorders, body disorders, cyberbullying, and if you look at number 6 on your screen here, I believe the industry, as in our industry, has done a lot of substantial work in ensuring we've got the right technology partners, we've got the right fundamentals in place to ensure that the exposure to harmful content is minimized. We've done some fantastic work on this side. And if you look at this, you'll realize that the top 8 points on your screen are related to the individual, whereas number 9 and 10 are more related to the society and the audiences at large. Whilst we were working on this session and the larger initiative, which I'm just going to be talking about, I obviously didn't know that there existed a social media disorder scale. Did anyone in this room know this existed? A social media disorder scale? I don't see a raise of hands. Probably none of us, everyone's like me. I didn't know this ever existed. We'll do a quick Q&A, and this is not a reflection on you, but have you known someone, maybe your close relatives, your friends, whoever those might be, have tried to reduce the time that they spend on social media? They're trying consciously to reduce the time on social media, but they haven't been successful. Give me a raise of hands. I don't want to cheer right now. Just give me a raise of hands. Great. Anyone in this room, himself or that has known of someone that is losing sleeping patterns because they're spending too much time on social media at night? Anyone? Good. Wonderful. A bit more. Anyone that has lied on the time that they actually spend on social media? It could be to a research firm, to your bosses, to your wife, to your friends. Anyone's ever lied about the kind of time that they spend on social media? That's great. Now, what's going to come up here is shocking. Now, this is the 9 core criteria that actually exists. And if you or people around you tick a couple of boxes from here, then we need help. We definitely need help, because this is definitely alarming. And the questions that I asked are all part of this criteria that exists here. Now, the question you might throw at me is, why is Channel Factory? You guys are known for YouTube and brand suitability and so on and so forth. Why are you on stage talking to me about mental health and what's going on? It's because last time when I was here on stage, I spoke about our brand ethos, and I think Harsha also spoke about brand purpose and brand ethos. Our brand purpose is all about doing good business while doing good. And it fits perfectly into a conscious business performance approach that we have adopted globally to conduct business. And how could this initiative of mental health not fit into a conscious business performance approach? Because it's society at large is at risk, and it's for people like us and partners like us to take note of it and help advertisers, help marketers, and help the overall industry to take note of something that's happening here. Just a quick one. So, I know I've got a few minutes left. I'll try to rush through this. There are 3 areas on which we are going to focus on. One is mental health research and innovation, elevating positive voices, and how can we curate more positive inclusion lists in the campaigns that we run. Now, in terms of mental health research and innovation, we are closely working with clinicians, we are closely working with mental health specialists to innovate and do a bit more. And I'll just talk about one such example, which I call SOS, which essentially is creating a safe online standards across all digital platforms. And a lot of digital platforms I'm signed, I'm not allowed to take names, so I'm keeping it to myself. But you'll realize that a lot of digital platforms will eventually sign onto doing something like this. The gentleman that you see on the right-hand side of your screen is Dr. Dan, and he is an eminent suicide prevention specialist. So we are working with partners, we are working with highly acclaimed academicians like these to ensure that we push this agenda forward from here. How do we elevate positive voices in terms of the content that's being created? How do we elevate it and give it a voice that's heard? Here, we are working with a lot of renowned professionals in the industry to drive this agenda forward. And one such thing that that the gentleman that you see on the right side is Dr. Peter, is helping us do a lot is around cyberbullying on the internet, which is extremely prevalent if you see in today's times. Again, my dear friends from the media industry are here. You've got 20,000 rows of channels that you can upload. My advice is start including 100 channels which accentuate positivity, and you'll see the difference coming out from there. With this, I would say today, officially on the stage, we are launching the mental health initiative from Channel Factory here in India, because I and everyone associated with this initiative truly believes that every impression that we serve can contribute to digital wellness. And as part of the industry, as my friends sitting here in this room, either we can fuel the noise or do something that will foster well-being for us, our children, and the younger generation as we move along. With that, thank you so much, and the Channel Factory Mental Health Initiative is open now. Thank you so much.